Geospatial education, especially when it concerns agriculture, must begin in our schools. We are very lucky today to have a nationally recognized specialist in this area, and she happens to be based right here in St. Louis at the renowned Donald Danforth Plant Science Center. It's a pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Sandra Arango-Caro, who's going to fill us in on Cultivating the Future, a culturally diverse geospatial education program in STEM and Ag. Sandra?
Thank you, Jan. Hello. Yes. Well, I'm very excited to be here today and tell you the first steps in our new geospatial education program that we are developing at the Donald Danforth Plant Science Center with a very special community, but this is just the beginning, and we envision to spread the word of our program and implement other components with all of you guys. So I would love to talk to you later and connect and see how in the future we can work together. The Donald Danforth Plant Science Center is the largest nonprofit research center in the world dedicated to improve human condition through plant science. And we have education research and an outreach lab, and we develop a lot of curriculum that is tied to the science we do at the center. So we do a lot of authentic research experiences, which means that the students collect data that then is being used by the scientists. We also have an education technology program, which I manage, that is with augmented reality, virtual reality, 3D modeling, video gaming, and now geospatial. And we also offer the professional development and all the equipment and supplies all for free. So keep that in mind. And we do education research, and I will tell you a little bit about it in a moment. The Donald Danforth Plant Science Center has established this public-private partnership with the Jackie Joyner Kersey Foundation, Lansdowne Up, and the University of Missouri Extension to create what is called the Jackie Joyner Kersey Food, Agriculture, Nutrition, and Innovation Center, the JJK Fund. And the JJK Fund offers STEM and agricultural programming in East St. Louis. And for who is not familiar, East St. Louis is located across from the Mississippi River, just across from downtown St. Louis in the state of Illinois. Is a very underserved community, historically excluded. The community is mostly made of African Americans, and they face a lot of challenges. They have very poor school systems. They have a lot of challenges with pollution, high unemployment. So the JJK Fund is trying to bring programming in STEM ag related to food production, nutrition, physical activity. And the students are based at the JJK Center. So you are gonna hear me saying a lot JJK for the acronym. So I'm gonna tell you today a little bit of what the Donald Danforth Plant Science Center is doing with JJK in relation to geospatial. So, can I go back? Yes. So, the very first steps in our geospatial education program is dedicated to create a geospatial curriculum that covers basic concepts in geography and introduction to geospatial technologies, but that is also culturally relevant to the community that is being benefited by it. So in this case, is very linked to food security, and also with the hope that the students are gonna be more interested in STEM, agriculture subjects, as well as careers. So there are three components that so far we are implementing. The first one is a geography curriculum. in which we work with middle and high school students during the after-school program. And then the students, during 6 sessions of 1 hour, go through different aspects that are focusing mapping. What is a map? What are the elements of a map? How we use these maps for? What are the applications of maps? We use geo-inquiry process and geography standards from the National Geographic Society and the Missouri State. And I want to acknowledge Zach Stafford, that is our instructor at JJK FAN, as well as Ash Cass, who is our curriculum development expert, who have been working with me in this project. So we start asking the students first to draw a map of their neighborhood. And we have an example here. And over the sessions, we start walking them through mapping and the elements of mapping from the global to the local scale. We have some examples here, and until we get to our region. And then they are gonna be exploring different aspects. For example, here they are looking at maps of their area, and Zach is explaining them about some rehabilitation projects that are going on to improve the area, which is considered a food desert. And this is another example in which they are examining historical photographs of the Jones Water Park that is adjacent to the JJK Center. So in this way, you see there is a link of geography, geospatial, to the realities of the kids in with their neighborhood. So that's the first component. The second, and at the end, we ask them to draw again a map of their neighborhood, and you can see how they have started to implement some of the elements of what a map should have. So through this after-school curriculum, we want things to see things like that are connected to the reality and learn basic concepts in geography. The second component is a summer camp that is going to happen at the end of July. And during a week, they are going to be, again, reviewing concepts of geography. We may have some of the students that attended the after-school program or will be new to geography in our program. We also will introduce them to geospatial technologies. They will have demonstrations. They will be able to fly drones, but also with applications to agriculture. And then they are going to be able to be doing mapping, as well as going to have field trips, a field trip at the end to the farm and research center of the Donald Danforth Plant Science Center. So they will have firsthand exposure to our facility, to agriculture, to the technology that we use for research, but then it's going to be firsthand for them. The third component is the high school summer internship. And yes, we have this student that is doing molecular biology. He was one of our high school interns from last year that was hosted at the Danforth. So I will update the photo with pictures from this summer. But these students are going to be drone certified. They are going to be supporting the summer camps we have during, at JJK. But also they will do a map about food security from the neighborhood. The element in education research implies that we are going to provide surveys to the students before and after these activities, so we can see if there is a change in their interest in STEM and STEC careers, specifically about STEC subjects, and about evaluating their experience in an extracurriculum environment. So with this, I just want to thank all the people that so far have supported us. Boeing has been funding this part of the project. And I just want you to have my contact information. If in the future you are interested to work with us, we have many resources, of course, plant related, agriculturally related, geospatial related, but all is for free. So we would love to talk to you later. Thank you.